because
Bro,
they're
like
finding
the
people.
robots, there's robot police
Yeah.
or something like
Yeah,
that,
yeah, yeah.
man. There was this huge robot that was talking to people in the mall and stuff. and,
Yeah, I saw that
bro,
stuff.
I want that in a film,
yeah,
son.
yeah.
I want an
can get it.
Emirati
Yeah.
detective and that
His
robot.
robot friend.
Yeah, his robot buddy.
His little robot buddy.
أقول لك يا ريال شو
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
الأخبار؟
ما
والله
عارف.
تمام تبكرك.
Yeah. Just comes straight out of him.
والله شين.
Aiham Al Subaihi.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much for coming down and came all the way from Abu Dhabi, man. I really
All
appreciate
the
you taking the
way
time out.
across the border. Yes.
What I don't appreciate is you wearing a black ghatra today. Because look, it's like every guest that I get on here is going to be wearing one of those things, and I'm going to get Interpol. Interpol's going to be like, he has a lot of people with cloth on their head on his episodes. He is secretly starting a school. You know, what is it about the black one that means baddie?
Colors, man. White is good, black is bad. Unfortunately, you know, that's actually why I'm wearing it. You know, I had a project in university where I had to write about Arabs being one of the three villains in the world.
Yeah.
So you have your Arabs and your Russians,
Yeah.
and I think I forgot
the
the
other
third. I want to say Mexicans, but it's not, man.
No, they're cool, man. They just
They're
make
cool,
stuff.
right?
Yeah, they make good food.
Anywho,
Yeah.
but yeah, man, my film,
Mm.
this Black Ultra was on the bad guys.
On his head.
Yeah, on his head. So
Yeah,
I come to represent.
When you look at all the movies in that, it's just like, the kind of die-hard enemy, or in
you know what? It's actually like
Back to the
with
Future.
his face
Yeah.
covered up.
Yeah, Back to
And
the
you can
Future, when they
only
come
see
in the Twin Peaks mall or whatever, and you see them, the Arabs are coming, they got like black adras on their head and everything like that.
Funny enough, you guys spoke about Batman versus Superman last
Mm.
time. In that movie, there is a one bad guy, white dude, Eastern European, I think, was wearing a black
A black adra had nothing to do with anything,
And Superman
right?
came down
Yeah,
and
yeah.
was wearing nothing.
That's insane,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Bro, what got you into filmmaking? So obviously, I was gonna say I should have introduced you as a filmmaker
Mhm,
and director.
Mhm.
Now you guys know.
Yeah.
Give me a break, dude. It's late. It's late. So what got you into filming? What made you go from enjoying to watch films to then wanting to do your own films?
Well, movies was a big thing in my household, right? I'm a youngest of 5, and we're all boys.
How old are you now?
I'm 32 in 2 weeks.
Okay, so you'll get Back to the Future in this country in about 2 years.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Yeah.
And I grew up watching stuff like Star Wars and like all the B-rated movies that used to come on VHS, and I used to go down to the VHS store and get one almost every day, you know. So movies was a big part of my life. Then I wanted also to be an actor because I loved entertaining. I loved making people laugh, and I always saw myself as like putting on an act, especially when guests come and stuff like that. I took it as acting, like. So I wanted to continue my career as an actor, but there wasn't any opportunity here back in the like late 90s, early 2000s. So I decided to study film. And through film, I'll be able to act in my own film.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the
I'll
whole
make
thing.
I'm gonna make a movie. Who are you gonna cast?
If Ben
Me,
Affleck,
obviously.
if Ben Affleck couldn't do it, I probably couldn't do it back then.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think I could still do it now because it's two completely different ball games, you know.
The acting or making the
No,
movie?
the acting and the directing, like they're two different hats, and to wear them at the same time is an art and a skill, honestly. And I don't think I got that just yet.
Do you think that it's easier to become a director after being an actor, or being a director moving to acting?
The director to acting would be, I think, more difficult than actor to director, because you come in as an actor, yes, and you have your own methods and you have your own kind of thing that you need to do to perform the way you need to perform, but you're also like a human being, so you absorb what happens around you and how this person, the director, comes and talks to you and gets things out of you. That gave me a more understanding to when I switched to directing. I knew how to handle actors because I was one, and I think that's one of my strongest assets as a director.
Like, I want to talk about the acting because you've had some
Sure.
really big roles in some crazy Netflix movies. So, you know, for all those Star Trek lovers, I'm going to put a clip up now of that. So I'm sure you would have seen him in this one. So just talk me through this scene here.
Okay.
You'll see it on the screen there.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
What's going on here?
Do you want me to talk over it?
Yeah. I mean, what's
So
happening?
this was filmed here in Dubai. There I am. You missed it. There I am.
let's try and pause on him. Let's try and pause on him. If you don't know which one he is, Rami, he's the one that looks a mix between an octopus and squid and a security guard at a mall. So what's the story behind it? Which one are you? Are you the one in the blue or the one that is the egg
I'm
face?
definitely the one in the blue. The one
Okay.
in the egg face was like I think a Latina lady.
That's a lady in there.
There's a lady in there, and she was complaining that I was squeezing her hand too hard, but I had to for it to look like we were really married. Look at that.
This is funny. Now, this is the hilarious part about it. You're explaining this to me. At no point when I saw you walk past and go, did I think, A, they know each other, B, that one's supposed to be a female, C, they're holding hands. Until you mentioned that, I didn't have an idea, and D, they're married. That's like a whole thing.
When I get into characters,
You're fully
there's
in
a
character.
backstory straight away.
But there's a little noise that is going on there. It's like, were you
That's
actually
the
making
alien-
that noise?
No, absolutely not.
So they
no.
added that in
No,
after.
for sure.
Did
but
you have a
that's
couple
me.
of noises that you felt that they could have added better to that?
I should have created my own. I would have been like,
Yeah. So okay, now
some stuff like
how
that.
does it feel? So you class yourself as an actor.
I
So
am,
you
yeah.
get this role, and they're like, okay, so what you're gonna do is, while it's going on, I want you to walk past wearing this.
Okay.
And
not
try
how-
and make it as realistic as possible. What's going through your mind as you're walking past, and are you kind of like looking at cameras
Okay.
underneath?
I'll tell you the whole story. right?
Okay.
There's auditions for extras for Star Trek.
Yes.
Hundreds and hundreds of people went, right?
Okay.
I got called back.
Okay.
I went. They gave me a fitting, right? So they fit me with 2 alien suits.
Okay.
The first one was this guy, right? So they
Yeah.
put him, it was huge and it was heavy, like
Yeah.
it ain't light. And the tentacles came down here, and they liked the fact that I had a big chest because it was a big head and it fit perfectly,
Yeah.
right? It proportionally
Yeah,
looked
yeah.
okay
Yeah.
to them. The other suit, and thank God I didn't get that one.
Yeah.
It was like a big suit to wear, completely disappear under a big cloth, and it's a really long neck like this
Yeah.
that I gotta walk around. And I was like, oh no, I don't want to do that. So yeah, this alien guy, I came and they like, okay, you need to hold her hands and walk past. And I held it as strong as I could, you know, because even the prosthetics was so thick that I couldn't even lock
Hands.
yeah, so I had to squeeze the hell out of it.
Okay, did they give you, when you had your, I don't know, did you have a script for that? Well, not obviously a written script, but a timing
No.
or whatever. Did you?
No.
Did they say, okay, so what is the name of this character? Did they say, oh, okay, you're Squiddy Face, or
No.
so you had
They
nothing like
gave me-
that?
They didn't give me anything like that, no.
Okay, and
Um,
so tell me now, you're walking
But
through there. How do
when
you
I
feel?
was- after the first take, right? It's amazing. Like
Mm.
it's a huge set. This
Yeah.
is Hollywood right here in Dubai filming, and then I saw Simon come down. You know Simon, the guy who was a writer for Mission Impossible and acted in it. Shaun of the Dead guy.
Oh yes.
Look, I'm
yeah.
terrible with names, but
Yeah.
I'll name
Simon
movies
No, yeah, we
all
were
day.
speaking about that. What's
Simon
his name?
Pegg.
Simon Pegg.
Simon Pegg, right? So Simon Pegg comes with the guy who acts as Spock, and they're like looking into my suit, and I'm like in the mouth right here, and I'm looking at them. They're like, "Oh wow, this is really cool!" And I start doing a little dance and trying to get invited to the after
Yeah,
party.
yeah,
It didn't
it
happen.
didn't happen.
It didn't happen. No, but there was the little girl actress who was there.
Who was also in that suit with you?
And yeah, like so
She's
the
like
guy,
in the
the
head.
guy behind me, the guy from Harold and Kumar,
Yeah.
terrible with names. I'm
Yeah.
telling you. He had a daughter in the scene, and then after they cut, she would come straight to me
Yeah.
and hold my hands because she loved the
The suit,
alien
yeah,
that
yeah.
I was. So I had to act like an alien even after they said cut, just for this
Yeah,
girl.
just- yeah, but let's get this very clear.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you were ready to commit to that role for another 5-6 hours. You were like, look, I'm dressed now. This is my claim to fame. I'm
Exactly.
gonna stay an alien.
Exactly.
Everyone's but like eating and everything after, and you're just
Yeah.
sort of like.
Exactly.
So okay, so directors and filmmakers, they don't pick the cast, right?
The director
Or the extras or what? All that
like
stuff.
it goes down, like the director
Okay.
gives an explanation, that goes to the casting director, and then that goes to the person who has the auditions, and then it's like blah, blah.
Great. So from a director and filmmaker's mind,
Mhm.
where did they go from hi, my name is Aiham, to he's going to be that perfect squid guy. Like, where did they go from looking at you and going, yeah, come back for another one? And go, we've got our squiddy fish. Like, where did they choose who's going to go in these suits? Because essentially it's just body shape, right?
Yeah, there were 3 people from Hollywood, and they were just both looking at me like this, like, alien number 51 would actually really work on him.
Yeah.
Alien 51, yeah, let's get that. And they got the head and they put it on me.
Yeah.
So that's how it is.
Man.
But each film is different, you know.
Look, I can't say anything because I haven't been in a Star Trek movie. So,
yes, sir.
Mabruk. I can't say anything. I can't make fun of it. I will make fun of it for another 10 minutes. But okay.
Until I make a Star Trek movie of my own, you're allowed to.
Forget about that. It's fine. I mean, we have other Netflix movies that we're gonna show you now. So this is another role that you have in a Netflix movie.
Okay, let's see.
Now, explain this to me. So, scene is set, birds flying by, you're in
Turkestan, which is not even a real country, by the way.
Guy's walking.
Guy with Kandora with an umbrella.
And you're the guy talking to him, right?
No, and I'm the bodyguard that's right there on the right there.
I knew that. I just wanted you to point that out.
Like, you know what? I think he picked me because I kind of look like him,
you look like
but
you belong
more
to his crew,
like
right?
a bad guy.
Yeah. So wait,
Arab.
whose crew do you belong to there?
No, this is all one crew, man. That's the main bad guy right there, and that's the bad guy's right hand butler, and I'm
Underground.
the security. This is Six Underground, made by Michael Bay. It was the highest paid film in Netflix at the time.
Highest paid film.
Yeah.
To the actors, not
Budget.
to you.
I know. Wallahi, bro. If I tell you what
exactly,
I get, you'll be disgusted, bro.
No,
but
dude, I was an extra too. I've done extra work in the UK.
Cool.
I think, I don't know if they put it in there, but I'm in Night of the Museum 3.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So there's a scene in Leicester Square where he's shining the torch. The lions come alive.
Okay.
So he's shining the torches, and the lions they're acting like little baby lions, and they're running after it, and they're just like, okay, so just act like this is happening in real life. And me tried to make sure I'm getting in there. I'm just like, wow, look, guys. So I think,
oh my God.
I don't think that I got into that part. I mean, I haven't watched it since to see if I have.
Yeah.
But I met Maurice, the monkey from Friends.
Oh, cool.
And I also met. Did you watch Tiger King?
Yeah.
You know the Doc. His name Doc Antler. Yeah, Doc Antler.
Which guy?
So the guy that was
the
guy that was a weird hippie, kind of thought he was a bit of a guru that had the lions and that. So he had the monkey from thingy. He's the one that takes him around and all that. It's kind of sad that the monkey has more parts than we have in all these movies, right?
God, man. I wish I was a monkey.
Yeah,
I'd be famous right now. Who knows? Just for eating a sandwich. Like, look at the monkey eating a sandwich.
That's
like,
right.
Yeah, I'm famous now.
Even that, you look at that, and most people will think, but that's not a very strange Arab scene for us. We would have one chair, a little coffee thing on a table on a roof out of nowhere.
Funny story, right? Me and the dude with the umbrella are standing next to it, okay? Michael Bay comes, and then he's trying to figure out what to do, right? And then I was like, Michael, can I show you how it's done? And he's like, okay, go ahead. So I pick the finyan, the cup, with my right, and I got the thing with my left. I'm like, usually we pour it like this, and we give it with the right hand, and if he's ready, he shakes it. He's like, okay, no. Well, you stand here, you hold the umbrella with one hand, you hold the drink with the other, pour, and you stand there and do nothing. I'm like, okay. But he was willing to. He listened to an extra, which is fantastic. You know.
Actually, this is the first and only time where you'll see a guy with a kandora and holding an umbrella for a person not in a kandora.
I tried to this ain't right, but we're in Tajikistan, whatever.
If this was real, there'd be somebody else holding the umbrella behind him. He'd be like, too close, you're too close.
The guy with the suit would be holding the umbrella, and I would be his second bodyguard.
Is the other guy Emirati? He looks.
No, he's not.
No, this guy's probably Scottish, man. The way they do like extras, they bring random people from random places.
That just look based.
Yeah, they'll look at me and they'll be like, okay, you're going to be Russia number 3, and I'm going to be.
I got another story, right, of how I got selected.
Okay.
So come in, same deal, do an audition, come from a callback, suit in time because we're about to go to a room and wait for Mr. Michael to come. So everyone got black suits. I'm the only dude who got blue because I'm a bigger dude. And we go there, fresh cut, and we're sitting down, we're eating, waiting for him to come. And then he comes, everyone kind of stands up and just silence across the room. And he's just looking around like, just looking, scanning every single person that's, and then he looks at me and he holds, I shit you not,
Yeah.
he holds for like 5 seconds and then he looks around. I'm like, got him.
Yeah, but you know what that was, right?
What?
That wasn't him thinking you're good for the part. That was him going like this and going, I swear to God, that's alien number 51 from Star Trek. I'm sure I recognize
I'm
that
gonna
chest,
use
bro.
him.
That chest, I know that's alien number 51.
He leaves the room. They come back. They're like, where's the cool guy in the blue suit? Michael said he wants the cool guy in the blue
Because you
suit.
stood out as well compared to everyone else.
Yeah, and I was the cool guy in the blue suit, and I got called in, and I went and I stood there like a, security guard, just watching lifelessly.
And where was this filmed? Abu Dhabi?
This was filmed in Abu Dhabi, yeah. This was, I think, in Maria Island.
There's a
We
lot
were
of
on a
there's a lot of stuff that's being filmed in Abu Dhabi now.
Yeah, yeah.
A friend of mine, I don't know if you know Tam Khan. So he owns UFC TK MMA gym
Cool.
here, and he got chosen. He did the same thing, Mix Fame, and he was like the bad guy in the Jackie Chan movie that was filmed in.
Oh,
Yeah,
no way.
Yeah, just because he looked.
Was he the geek guy?
No, he was the big
Oh, snap.
the big guy that was driving the car and they were fighting with him and all that stuff.
I was
in
supposed
Vanguard.
to be in that movie too. I was supposed to be the geek, right? It was
Oh,
me,
okay.
between me and another dude. And I think because I didn't put on an accent or something,
okay.
it didn't
Yeah,
work
yeah.
out. Usually it doesn't work out, like the guy from Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
He said in an interview, like, it's not you, it's just that they don't see you as this character and you got to move on. And
Yeah.
that's, that's the mentality you got to do with auditions.
How does it work? Because I feel like a lot of these big actors didn't do extra work in the beginning. Were they just lucky at the right time, or?
Actually, yes.
Yeah.
Some of the famous actors did extra works back in the day, and like I always see them like, yo, like I'll give you the biggest example. Family Guy. What's his name? Seth
Rogen.
Seth MacFarlane,
yeah.
right? He made a Star Trek like show, right? And it's a comedy one. It's very funny, and it follows almost the same format as Star Trek, and it's comedy though. It's like he does. It's a slapstick comedy. I saw him because I've been watching Star Trek for the past 2 years because I never really got into it until after I acted it. I'm
Then
like,
you-
what?
yeah.
Time to go in. And, all my brothers had seen it. I saw him in an extra in one of the episodes that was filmed in mid-2000s.
Wow.
And he was an extra, just a guy just talking like,
standing
sorry, sir, we don't have it, General.
Yeah.
Like Seth Rogen. I don't know why they're all Seths, but he was a camera.
I'll tell you why the industry is run by the youth.
So the guy who acted in House, he was in an ad, in a plain ad back in the day. So
Hugh Laurie.
yeah,
Yeah, but he's a very famous English actor.
Yeah.
It's funny when we watch him.
Yeah. But I'm talking way back in the day, right? When he was
80s.
Yeah. I just see it as, okay, then I'm doing the right thing. You know? I'm getting into these feature films like without wasta.
Yeah.
Based on like my passion, my commitment, and I'm getting these parts. That means I'm on the right path.
Is acting the main goal, or is
Absolutely
directing the
not.
main goal?
No, directing.
Directing and filmmaking.
Acting, I gave up on it a while back because I found out that directing is way more satisfying.
Interesting and satisfying. Yeah.
Satisfying.
Yeah.
Acting is more fun. Don't get me wrong. It's fun.
Dude, who gets paid more, actors or directors?
It depends.
I'm talking top level. Top level.
I think directors.
Really?
Yeah. It depends also on actors, right? If you're gonna get like a not big, like not a Steven Spielberg. You're gonna and you have Tom Hanks. You're gonna pay Tom Hanks more for sure. But usually when it's big directors like Martin Scorsese, I'm sure they get paid more.
So how did this happen? You directed a music video for, and I had to, like you said, you didn't know who they were.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know who they were until you told me you didn't know who they were. So I was like, check it. It got 24, I believe, million views.
Yeah.
Now,
24 million.
The idea behind it, I don't know how I feel about it. 14 children, each one of them from a different country, having a band.
Like a
I didn't know
football
whether
team.
to look left or right or what's going on. I mean, it's very strange. Like, how does it work when you're trying to, because some of them are really young, right? There's like a 16-year-old or something like that, no?
You know what? I didn't ask their age, but they told me it's like from, I think, 18, 17 to 23, something like
Okay,
that.
how do you?
But they're young. Like,
How do you keep? I don't know how they do this as a band, but how do you keep 14 kids in one place at one time? Are they pretty organized? Have they been doing it for a while now?
Yes. Look, I think that the team that's behind them, they did a great job in preparing them to work professional and quick too. Like they don't take long to get there. They're really quick. So yeah, man. I met up with them.
It's a great video, by the way. Where is it? Qasr Al Emirat.
Yes.
Okay.
Qasr Al Emirat, Emirates Palace.
Nice.
So what happened was they 2454 contacted me. They're like, yo, there's these guys. They need a music video, and we're pushing you to be the director.
Yeah.
I'm like, dope. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So they like, okay, so here's the song, here's the location, Emirates Palace. You can shoot at night. Let's go. I'm like, okay. So I checked for different spots in Emirates Palace, and there's a lot of spots.
Yeah.
You know, I could have just pointed a camera at any spot
anyone,
and made it work,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. Which golden leaf wall would you like?
Exactly.
This one or this one? Yeah.
Exactly. And I know I went to work. Basically, I worked with the choreographer, who was a famous guy. He was a choreographer on Aladdin, and he was doing the Aladdin dance parts. So
I'm very angry about that, by the way. So.
Aladdin? Let's not even.
I have a lot invested in the original Aladdin.
Oh, for sure.
The cartoon that when I watched that,
like
I was like,
it's in
hold
there
on.
somewhere.
The genie's rapping. The dancing is Bollywood.
They modernized
the
it,
parents
you know?
are Iraqi.
Yeah.
They have an Iranian stepfather.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, Jafar is from. I think he's
There's
from
there's
Costa Rica.
term
It's like,
for that. It's
Yeah.
called my khassa shit.
Yeah,
It's my khassa shit.
yeah.
It's my khassa.
They're doing Cruella now. They're doing a new
Cruella, I
one.
think,
A new
Cruella.
Nah, see, no, but
Mulan,
Aladdin is different.
Mulan
Okay.
was a big disappointment.
It was a big disappointment, but again, because I am riff raff, street rap, I don't buy that. I have so much invested in that Aladdin story. Like, I used to watch it every single day. Like, I even remember when we went to the cinema to watch that. So it was my sister and her friend and my best friend growing up.
Mm-hmm.
When they told me we were going to watch it, I was so sick. I threw up 4 times walking to the cinema, but I was like, no.
Not after?
I must know before.
Not after?
No,
Okay.
no, I'm talking about the Disney one.
Because I got after.
Yeah,
No, I'm joking.
no, the Disney one.
Okay.
And I was just like dragging myself, and every part of that is amazing. Every part of that. I mean, they should have got you for the beginning of that. You would have played that part extra. Sugar dates and pistachios, fresh fish. We got them, you buy them. That would have been a perfect
I
role for you.
swear, right?
Yeah,
I, like with a big ass beard, like
Yeah,
this
right,
big.
right.
I
Look,
would've
deep sea
made it.
Tupperware.
Yeah.
fresh. Like, it would have been amazing.
Bro,
Now,
you're gonna get Guy Ritchie to do Aladdin. That's what
Yeah.
you're gonna get, bro.
Yeah.
I love Guy Ritchie. Don't get me wrong.
yeah,
But Snatch. Stick
Yeah.
to your,
other one first.
stick to what you got. You know,
Yeah.
stick to what you know.
Yeah.
And Arthur was also the same. It was good, but it wasn't amazing. Aladdin was okay.
Yeah,
Like, stick to the dope gangster shit,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
No, don't go to this Mickey Mouse.
yeah.
It's
I don't
whatever
know.
Disney does,
Yeah.
it's Mickey Mouse, man.
I don't know- I
And
don't
that's
know how
not
they did
that's not a positive
Yeah.
thing. I hope
But how
Disney's
did you
not watching. I love
feel?
Disney Plus.
Yeah, I love Disney too. That's just it. Any
I
kind
love
of
that
sponsors,
mouse.
any kind of sponsors we can get.
Money.
Yeah, exactly. I'm down with it. I'm down with the mouse. So, how did it feel when you kind of re-clicked on the video and you were like, oh, 24 million views, dude?
I don't know, man. Like,
And
what-
then how did it
I
feel
still can't-
knowing that you did not upload that video and you're like, damn, the money I could have made from that.
Not really,
Yeah.
man, because they still contacted me and
Nice,
they
yeah,
still gave me
Yeah.
what I needed for my services.
That's how I think. Anything that I didn't plan for is a blessing.
Yeah.
Like anything that I didn't expect coming, any money that comes my way that I didn't think was going to
Exactly.
come,
Mhm.
I'm like, what
Can
am I
we
worried
can
about?
we talk about this 240Z?
Hmm?
Ah, the freak video, yeah. My
This-
brother's really into cars, by the way.
This is I used to have one of these.
Indicates
Do you know how expensive these are now? If you can find them.
these
Yeah.
cars.
Tell me about this car.
It's a freak's friend's car.
Oh, amazing.
God, that's
Amazing.
all I know.
Amazing.
It's a nice car. So,
Really?
Freak, how did the Freak video come about?
Freak, shout out to Freak. He is my homie.
Shout out to Freak.
He
Freak, you're supposed to be coming on the show, by the way. So I don't know where this text is going from someone else who's bringing it up. Now Aham is going to text you too, and
I'm the
we'll have a talk.
wasta.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
we'll
the
have a talk.
wasta.
Yeah.
And can they drive here, please, in that car?
So Freak, he's been creating music for a while, right? And I was actually on a job producing an experimental film for Art Dubai by a director who they brought from Brazil. And we're doing drone shots. And then he called me, he's like, yo, music video after tomorrow. There's a broken down plane. I'm doing a show there. They've given me permission. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I have a 2-hour break from 3 to 5 between these guys. I'll drive down to Al Qiwain. We'll check the plane. We'll see what's up.
Yeah.
And then...
And that's the old Soviet plane that's just in the middle of nowhere, right?
Yes, yeah. That's next to that spot.
Yeah. I'm so glad because Freak did that plane justice. Because everything else that I see is an influencer going... I'm like, how did you get your bikini to a Soviet plane? Like yeah. Like, no, that video was dope, dude. From beginning to the song is dope.
That's why the song has got to be dope for the video to be dope. It has to go hand in hand.
Yeah.
You can't have, and we shot that video in like 9 hours. On that location, and man, we went to work and. It was like really low budget stuff, but we
doesn't look low budget at all.
Every single place we could.
Yeah.
Every single spot we could. We on that plane, especially the drone. We really pushed the limit with the drone. Also, like towards the end, I kept like telling the drone operator and DP. Shout out to Loghass. He. I kept telling him, go up higher. And I can hear Freak saying, khalas, while he's still performing, khalas. I'm like, go, keep going. So, yeah, man, it's a dope video. I'm very proud. I could, easily say it's one of the hardest music videos to come out yet.
Yeah.
There's more
and it did really well as well, huh?
Yeah, over a million.
It did really well, and they had a remix. The remix came out as well. That was also dope.
The remix, yes. Yeah. He contacted me after that. He's like, "Yo, I made a remix with 2 British guys. They're flying in. Let's shoot."
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, this time I want to do something more normal in terms of music video. Shoot in nice locations with nice lighting. But when it comes to Freak's part, I want to do something crazy.
Yeah. Crazy dark. The colors are nice as well, dude.
Yeah.
I like the colors and everything as well. So now you have forthcoming.
Yes.
Let's talk about forthcoming because I watched that trailer.
Okay.
And it's dope, dude.
What did you know? Really?
Okay, let me tell you exactly what I thought.
Okay.
Whenever a friend of mine sends me something, or somebody sends me something to watch, I'm always like, and sorry guys if you're thinking about this at the podcast when I'm making you watch it too, but I'm always like, I have these phrases that I'm going to say, yeah, it's cool, man, or whatever, but I'm always going to be kind to people.
Of course.
I'm not going to be like, bro, what you doing, man? This is the wrong choice for you. Go back to being an alien. I honestly watched that video and wanted more. Like when I watched it, I was like, oh man, this is actually really good. This is like, I did want to see more, and I love that whole, ever since I was young, I was always fascinated with that whole riding horseback in the desert and that kind of lifestyle, Bedouin lifestyle and all that. I've loved that.
Sure.
So when I saw that and I saw the sounds and the background score you used and all that stuff, I was like, no, this is going to be actually dope.
You know what? I'm going to send you a private link. Don't tell anybody.
Shh. Yeah.
We'll
keep it between us. Yeah. Wala kalma. So, are you going? How long is it?
It's 10 minutes. It's short.
Really?
It's a proof of concept. Listen up. It's a proof of concept. You're gonna watch it. You know how?
Can we even show this? Yeah, we can show this.
The trailer you can for sure. It's online. And it's a proof of concept for something bigger.
Okay.
This project was a result of a program called Arab Film Studio, run by Image Nation. And they select 8 people out of 100 of applicants to spend the year trying to write, develop, produce, shoot, edit, color, sound design your own film.
Wow.
And I knew very clearly that I wanted to do something.
See, sorry to interrupt you, but even that, you see the way it came up and the sand took the thing away. I was just like, I love that. Love that.
I love doing
the colors.
I love
all of
making
that
things I like to watch. And I know that there are people like me who like to watch.
I love that stuff. Like so much to the point that I do want to have a pocket of sand that when I leave the room I can just go
in everyone's face and just kind of wither away.
Wither away into the distance. So who did you get to do all the graphics and stuff for that?
Bro, that the logo was the editor, man. I told him like, man, can you make the look, my friend Tariq Abdullah, he's a great graphic designer. He designed the words, and then I got the editor to kind of do the graphics
yeah.
of the wind and.
Yeah.
But you know, I have a good story to tell about Forthcoming.
Mhm.
So, Forthcoming was scored by this producer who used to be here in Dubai, but now he's in LA, and he kind of goes back and forth. His name is Ali, and he does like trance arabesque music.
Okay.
So I went up to him and I hit him up. I'm like, "Yo, I'm making a Bedouin film." See, I'm trying not to say certain words that will mess it up, but a Bedouin film. And he laughed. He's like, "That sounds so silly."
Yeah.
And then I was like, "No, it's not a joke. It's serious." He's like, "Oh yeah? Okay, tell me more." And we worked together, and he created 2 songs that he scored for 2 different parts of the movie. We went to LA, remastered it, made a graphic video for one of the scores, and the second one turned it into a beat and gave it to a rapper based here in Dubai. His name is KC Hamada, and he is dope. And Hamada laid down a fire verse on it, and I've contacted them to make a music video.
Nice.
So there's going to be a music video that's going to be made for the song that comes from my film. So it's a full circle. You know what I mean?
Is there going to be horses?
Hell yeah.
Khitras?
Hell yeah.
Shredded dude riding the horse?
Hell yeah.
I'm
maybe
in.
An action scene, yeah.
I'm in. Bro, I do a lot of stuff. I do capoeira, I can flip, I can do everything, bro. Let's get me in there,
We're
bro.
gonna work for sure,
Get some little curvy daggers and stuff.
Like-
They have to curl, man. My sword has to be bent, bro. It can't
It's
be
gonna
straight.
be a fighting dome, bro.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
you worry, man.
Yeah, yeah.
There's gonna be some dope stuff. Yeah,
We're gonna do like the Tupac video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That is
California,
one
but
of
an
my
Arab
references.
version.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's one of the
In the
references,
city.
bro.
City of Abu Dhabi.
See, like I know that the
Yeah.
people think like
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
man. They'll enjoy the same thing, you
Yeah.
know. But back to Forthcoming. It's a smaller thing of a bigger thing that's connected to
To an
a
even bigger thing,
television show that I'm working on called Wild Arab,
Okay.
spelt Wild Arab.
Okay.
So when the people
also
say, "Oh,
meaning-
is this Wild Arab?" I'll be like, "No, it's Wild Arab.
Yeah.
Don't be like that."
Yeah. Exactly. You just said it already.
Yeah. How dare you?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
because I'm wearing a black
Yeah,
ghota
yeah,
does not
exactly.
mean I'm wild and a
I need
terrorist
ghatra.
and a bad
We should have
dude.
brought a ghatra for me, man. I feel like I should have had a
Bro,
red one
I'm
on
giving
today.
you this after
Yeah,
I
that's
go,
it.
man.
I'm
It's
done.
yours.
That's it. Black
I've
and red
never
ghatra.
worn this except right
Except
now,
right now, right,
and it's
exactly.
staying with you. Don't worry, yo, bro.
This is the way
My
forward.
wife was like, "Don't
Yeah.
wear it." I was
Yeah.
like, "No, I'm gonna wear it."
Yeah, she was like, come on, man. We already have enough stereotypes, man.
She's
You
like,
already have one guy
"You
who looks
express
English,
how you
Russian,
want."
or
I was
whatever.
like, yeah.
So you got married recently. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I got married a year and a couple of months ago, right before COVID hit,
Okay.
right
Great
before
time.
I joined the military, because I'm currently in the military doing military service. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that or not.
That's fine. Well done.
I met her at 2454 where she works, where I'd had meetings and we had a meeting. And
that
then
was almost really cute because I thought you were like, I met her at 2:45 on a Sunday.
On a Sunday after
I thought
morning.
I was like, oh bless, he even knows the time. Like, okay, so you met her at 2:54.
2454, and then we became friends, and like I think we enjoyed each other's friendship, so here we are. Don't tell the Emirati side of the family. You know, this is the
Yeah, exactly. This is the other side.
this is this side, not this side.
Yeah,
There's
exactly.
two different.
That's the black khatra
Yeah,
with a
that's
dagger
the-
on the front, of it, a
exactly.
golden dagger drawn on
Two
the front.
daggers
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this.
exactly. So, and she's also into the same kind of thing.
She works in culture.
Okay.
In a entity in Abu Dhabi.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying not to say certain
fine.
words, but
I think my wife works for the same entity in Dubai.
no way.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe they know each other. And then and she is working really hard for people like me,
Yeah.
artists, freelancers.
Yeah.
You know, she's really doing.
Convenient. I'm starting to think this is not a love story. It's like, yeah. So she's basically everywhere I need to succeed.
Exactly.
I love her so much.
She's my rock.
Yeah.
And we support each other in what we do. You know,
Mm.
and there's an understanding, and there's a deeper love there. So. I'm very happy. You know, they usually say, first years of marriage is gonna be the worst. Actually, it was great, man.
It's not.
If
you find someone that you like,
Exactly.
you're like, I mean, even me and myself and my wife, like we've been together for like 7 years now. We never argue ever.
Amazing.
I don't know if that's because we really love each other or we both can't be bothered to argue.
Yeah.
Like,
Or
do you know what I mean?
both passive aggressive.
But just like,
Just
is
pass
it
me the remote,
is it really
please.
worth it? Yeah, I argue with him more than I argue with anyone else, dude.
You have kids, you can't afford to argue.
Yeah,
now.
exactly. Especially when you have twins, dude. Twins kind of make you
Mabruk.
explore
Twins.
they
Mabruk,
make you
man.
explore your options in life and your bank account.
You know, twins might be in the cards for me too.
Inshallah.
In her bloodline, there's twins. So,
Sick.
yeah, man, inshallah. You know,
Inshallah, let's do it.
come what may.
If you want, I can teach you.
You know,
It's a
I'll be
special.
happy
It's a
with-
technique.
I want to, but I don't know if I want to at the
twins,
same time.
Bro,
Like,
it has its ups and downs.
For
It's
sure.
good because it's done,
yeah,
and you don't have to have them, and they're very close.
yeah.
But then it's not like, so I remember when we went shopping, so we were like, oh, look, that crib is really beautiful. It's only 3,000 dirhams. And then I had to keep in, no, it's 6,000 dirhams because you need two. And then, oh, that's cool, babe,
It's
shall we take them
double.
there? No, it's two of them. So everything we do is two. So anyone that wants to sponsor the Jibber with Jabber podcast, if you have any baby clothes or baby shoes or anything like that, we'll be happy to take two.
Baby cribs, please.
Dude, that's the same thing. Like I had a little partnership with Adidas,
Mm-hmm.
and they literally the first 2 years of their life they were dressed by Adidas, and they were just giving us loads of stuff, and I was just
hell
yeah,
yeah.
hell yeah.
That's actually
Like,
a great
yeah.
idea,
Dude,
man.
I was sponsored by
Baby
a
look
nappy
cute.
company,
Baby look
believe it
cute.
or not. I was sponsored by a company called Yalla Baby, amazing company. If you ever have a new baby, they send you everything in a box.
Wow.
Literally all your nappies, all your wipes, and everything.
Really?
So I got that like second year in. So
Nice.
if I had it first year in, I wouldn't have lost 1 million dirhams on nappies.
Okay.
Like buying nappies, because I remember, imagine now, you know how much nappies your kid goes through. Now imagine that double. So a packet of nappies is like, but we bought it yesterday. It's like, yeah, well, they're eating a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're shitting a lot. Yeah, that's what babies do. Cry, eat, shit.
That's nuts. What's next on the horizon?
Look, next on the horizon, I'm like I said, I'm working on Wild Arab, and I'm opening a company to back that up called Neo Bedouin. That's opening very soon.
Amazing.
Neo being new, Bedouin being me. You
Yeah.
know, I see myself as a Neo Bedouin, and all the third cultured people, Emiratis that are, you know, kind of like me. So, and it's called Neo Bedouin Entertainment. Because everything I do is entertainment, basically. I'm not into the films where it's really slow and it's got, you know, it's independent film style. That's great for what it is. Not for me. I want something entertaining. Give me the U.S. style. Give me some explosions and a bad guy and a good guy with a scar who has difficulty with his wife because he spends too much time in his work and he's. You know,
but also a very fast camel and 2 horses, like just
Always.
running from nowhere.
Always.
It's like I feel like you're going to be that director that no matter where you set your movie, there's
tents.
going to be a camel and some horses running. It's like,
I try to get a tent in everything.
yeah,
I
right.
do,
All right,
swear,
go to mall scene. Okay, he walks past Nike into the tent. Camel waits, drinking the water
I
from
tried
the
to
fountain.
get a tent in Now United too.
Yeah, yeah.
There was a tent in Emirates Palace,
Yeah.
and that was on my one of locations, but we ran out of time,
Yeah.
so we couldn't do it, man. That would have been dope.
Yeah.
Man. That would have been dope.
Who's your favorite director of all time?
I have a few. I can't say one.
If you could only choose one, and that's the only movie you could watch.
Zack Snyder.
Snyder?
And
Ooh,
you know,
so you're into
I'm
Snyder
the
Cut?
second Emirati. You know, when I saw Rashid, shout out to Rashid, when I
Yeah.
saw his interview and he said Zack Snyder, I was like,
Yeah.
whoa,
Yeah.
babe,
Yeah.
babe, another Emirati
Yeah.
just said his
Yeah.
his favorite director is Zack Snyder, and that's
Yeah.
mine too,
Okay.
bro. Since 300, bro.
Yeah.
Since 300, like Dawn of the Dead, I never really watched until later on, but 300 came, I fell in love. You know,
Amazing.
this guy, he really creates pieces of art and story, you know, and it's like it's a certain type of music, like almost where if you like it, you like it. It's like if you like hip hop, you like hip hop. Some people hate hip hop and they call it the yo-yo music, you know, yo. But hip hop is beautiful. It's poetry. It has deep and Zack Snyder is almost the same. He's a painter, a visual painter.
So could you imagine if 300 was an Arabic movie?
Oh,
It's
hell
like,
yeah.
okay, how many do you have?
Jabber.
300.
300.
وينهم؟ بدر
شباب.
يا بدر
شباب.
وين إن شاء الله بكره باكر باكر
بجيب لك اكبر راس.
exactly. It's like I'm gonna get the crew, don't worry. It's like, and then 3 of them turn up, and then another one comes in a patrol
with mirrors.
Two wheels going round. They're like, this is not threatening right now. This is not how we're gonna defeat them.
تبى شاي تبى قهوة بصب لك.
Listen, fighting takes energy, sweating, a new kandura. Let's sit down, let's talk about it. If not, خلاص, we move or you move or whatever. Lots of land to build. You go on the west side, we stay on the east side. If you could pick who is your fantasy crew? Directors, actors. You're making this movie now. Your fantasy crew. But obviously, let's not go on third grip. I would like.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Actually, second AC.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a tough one, man. I usually work with the same people, and we're both growing at the same time. But if you had said
ultimate, like any out of all of them,
like are you talking like I'm a producer and I get a director and I get
your fantasy crew for your fantasy movie?
Okay, that's a really, really tough one.
And obviously we're gonna have to keep
Snyder,
it.
Okay, and the movie would be Solid Snake.
Okay.
All right, and then they can get maybe like Ethan Hawke as Solid Snake.
How you know about Solid Snake, huh?
Bro.
How you know about this stuff?
Snake!
Okay,
bro, one of my favorite games of all time, bro. Of all time. Played it all back to forward, man.
When did that come out? Last year here?
What? Which one?
Metal Gear Solid 1. That came out last year.
Yeah,
right?
last year. I got it in Karama.
I'd say that I am so sorry, Dubai. I am so grateful for all of the things you have given me at the time and the pleasure. What a beautiful place. And I was born here. I can make these jokes.
Of course. Yeah. You're like
no residency.
You're from
no
here.
Visa.
You're from here, man.
Yeah, but I still, you know what? For me, I would love to just be able to wear a kandora all day, every day.
I think you should.
No one would take me seriously, bro.
I think you should.
Bro, I look like I'm from Moldova.
لا حبيبي في إماراتيين that look like you. Come on, bro.
And they probably and they know. The only reason is their friends know that they are.
Last year was the year of tolerance. To now it's 2021.
This will stop the year of tolerance. When they see me, I look like every Russian who gets. Have you seen those Russians? They come, they wear a kandora that comes just up to here to their calf. They're wearing long socks and shoes. They have a ghutra that's from like Palestine or something, a completely different color. Everything's wrong. They're wearing sunglasses and they have like a pouch over them, and you're just like,
and like a tablecloth for
literally, you know, when you go into the mall, you know, when you go to the mall and they have that little red tent and they dress you up and they give you a khanjar and they give you a thing, and you're like, you're not fooling anyone, dude. No Arab would ever go in there and be like, which tribe are you dressing me up as now? Because I have 19 tribes in one. Like, is this tolerance by bringing us all together in this outfit or what?
Look, it's all about the attitude, man.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you look like.
So basically, what do you think I should do? Is just drive behind people really fast. Don't give them anything. Flashlights.
Walk slow. There's a certain... Yeah, they walk slow. Bro.
Who am I thinking of right now? So my cousins are Muatnin from Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
Khalifa, I swear to God, I've never... He basically seems like we've progressed to humanoid robots. But this one is on the last bar of battery. Like literally, like if he's not charged soon, he's just gonna go like he walks so slow, dude, and it's just relaxed and just flows and everything, like there's no time, like there's no like we have 96 hours in one day, bro. Like I remember one time he was here, he was visiting, we filmed he went down to go to his car to leave. We filmed the podcast, uploaded the files and went down, and these two are still there walking into their car. We were like, what the hell is going on?
You know, I think it's in our DNA from Aiham Awal, where you're walking.
But we had nothing to do, really.
You have to walk slow in the sand to get to where you need to. Take a couple of weeks is fine. This is a mentality even when traveling. No longer camels, we got cars. But you know, I'm gonna get there when I get there because it's a long travel ahead of me.
I'm gonna get there when I get there. But my car is gonna look great when I do get there.
Exactly.
You're gonna hear
with the window half open just so I could see you. You see me also looking at you. We see each other.
That's enough. You know, I know. If I'm behind you, flash you until my batteries die, and that's it. That's, you always know. Like I remember, like when I first came back, and I wasn't used to this whole flash, because in the UK, if somebody flashes you the way they're flashing you here, it's a fight. It's a fight.
Yeah, it's a fight.
Here it's just like, okay, dude, get out the way. I'm gonna go faster. You're not going fast enough, and it's a known thing. You see someone flashing you, and you go.
It's like, oh, okay, that's right. I'm on the fast lane.
I am on the fast lane. I'm not doing 4,000 miles an hour. I should maybe move. But I remember in the beginning, and I was just like, and I was just like, what's going on here? And my friend was like, listen, you have to analyze the situation. Okay, you against the local is never going to win in a court of law. Okay, you're getting stopped by the police. Your story and their story. Don't worry about it. Look at the car.
Yeah.
Is it a patrol? If it's
Number
a patrol, move out the way. Second, is it a very old, really souped up patrol with a muffler on the exhaust?
Oh yeah.
Go all the way to the slow lane. Let him do
Make
what
a
he's
lot of
doing.
space.
Yeah, let him do
For
what he's
your
doing.
own safety.
Forget about the number. This one, he's just hiding his identity. Go, move. In fact, let's just park and get some petrol. It's full. Go and get some petrol, bro. This is time.
Yeah, man. It's a whole etiquette, man.
Yeah.
Down on those highways.
I love it. I wish I could be that thing, but
Yeah.
I come from where I was raised now in London, where it's every like
Exactly.
I'm gonna miss
and
this.
the
I'm gonna miss
fastest
that. I'm
lane
gonna miss
is
that.
only for overtaking.
Yeah.
And you just go on the second lane, and that's supposed to be
That's
the
it.
fastest
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
But here it's a whole like you gotta see the
Yeah,
guy
yeah.
from a mile away,
No,
and
no,
if
no.
he flashes from 3-4 kilometers away, you know, okay,
No,
maybe
this is
this
what
guy
it's
might
like.
move. Yeah.
No. Driving in Dubai is like limitless. It's
I
like you took
swear.
the limitless pill and you
You
can
have to
see
see everywhere.
like 18 miles in front of you, and
Exactly.
you're just like, okay, I'm gonna have to do 2 rights and then back into the lane.
Exactly.
You can know what's happening, and you're like, you pretty much your
Yeah.
journey. You're like, don't worry,
Now
we won't leave yet because
imagine-
he's going to crash in 10 minutes. Like,
Now imagine that thought process into automatic cars for all cars.
Yeah.
Khalas, yeah.
yeah,
You know,
things are so easy.
just always easy to get anywhere, bro.
Yeah.
I paid a driver once to take me around just to feel how it feels.
Yeah.
Yo, one
Exactly.
Uber
Yeah,
for 1 hour, please take
That's
me
it.
around.
Do it.
Wow.
Man, that's amazing,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
How did COVID affect you guys in the film industry?
I think everything came to a halt, and after the halt, it gave people time to work on writing and conceptualizing. I'm talking about me personally. I know that some ads were being shot and some films didn't stop, but you know, so many rules came with COVID, and you know, as the world is trying to figure it out, the film industry is trying to figure it out with it all over the world, not just in the UAE. Like Batman stopped, the new one, 2021, and a lot of other projects. So yeah, man, it gave me personally time to work
Be creative.
and being creative, and I wrote a short film and
Yeah.
conceptualized and wrote all the episodes for Wild Arab, and just you know like trying to be productive with my own time.
And did it affect, like, in a sense where being at home, are you a person that can just be at home and just be like, it's fine with the lockdowns and that? Because Abu Dhabi is
I
different
got
to us.
COVID.
Yeah.
I got COVID.
How was that? Was it normal for you, or was it a bit of a...
I got COVID a week after I got my second dose of the vaccine. And
I'm not going to start talking. Yeah.
no, and
Yeah.
you know, I think because of the vaccine, it was very mild. Everything was mild. I had a mild headache.
That's what a lot of
mild
people are saying,
shivers,
that it
mild
was-
cough.
yeah.
It was so mild, and it left after like 4 days, 5 days. But
Yeah.
you know what? I didn't even know I had COVID. I thought it was like just the fall, the
winter
sickness
flu, yeah.
from the vaccine, because you get
Ah,
tired
yeah.
after the
Yeah, yeah.
vaccine. The first one I got tired for 4 days.
Yeah.
The second one I got tired for like 5, 6, and I
Yeah.
thought it was from the vaccine. But
Yeah.
and then I was like, you know what? Let me go check, because I'm tired. Like every moving is taking a lot of energy from me, but I still could move and I
Yeah.
could still do stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, you have COVID. Here's a
I
watch.
think I
Don't
had
move
it.
on.
Yeah. They gave you a watch.
They gave me a watch.
But
Stayed-
is this a
stayed
local?
home
Is this
for
a local
10
situation? Here you have COVID. Here is a Rolex.
No.
Wear it. It will make you feel better. The gold will go into your skin.
Which color you want?
Yeah. Which color you want? I'd be like, everyone's
Nope.
like, give me COVID. Cough on me. You get the Rolexes when you get COVID. Oh,
Yo,
everyone's coughing
they
on
were
everyone.
giving out watches like
Yeah.
it was free, bro. Like, come your turn. Yeah,
Yeah.
snap, go home. You have 1 hour.
And that's it.
And bro, like on the 10th day, I left because I was negative twice. So they're supposed to come home and take it off.
Yeah.
I left. I was like, I'm gonna go and
Yeah.
take it off, man. I'm tired, man.
Yeah.
I want to go. So I left, and then I got a phone call saying, "Hey, where are you going?
Yeah. Wow.
Where are you going?"
Yeah.
I was like, "I'm going to take it off. I got 2 negatives." They're
Yeah.
like, "Okay, where?" I'm like, "In this spot." They're like,
Yeah.
"Okay, cool. Go
That's it.
ahead, do your business." So
That's crazy.
their
Wow.
eyes
Yeah. Yeah.
everywhere.
No,
son.
dude, like, when it comes this is one thing I rate this country for. When it comes to their surveillance and the way they do things here, it's super Mission Impossible style
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah.
not like they're on that. Take this guy. Look. Like, you know, that Minority
yeah.
Report kind of,
Oh,
like, they're
for
fully
sure.
on thingy.
For sure,
They're on
man.
point, dude. They're finding who, like, don't mess around here,
Bro,
because they're
like
finding
the
people.
robots, there's robot police
Yeah.
or something like
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
man. There was this huge robot that was talking to people in the mall and stuff.
Yeah, I saw that
Bro,
stuff.
I want that in a film,
yeah,
son.
yeah, yeah.
I want an
can get it.
Emirati detective, and that
His
robot.
robot friend.
Yeah, his robot buddy.
His robot buddy.
أقول لك يا ريال شو
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
الأخبار؟
ما
والله
عارف.
تمام تبكرك.
Yeah. Just comes straight out of him.
والله شين
Yeah,
جزاك الله خير.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
I think there's something. Well, let's edit that out. Don't want anyone taking our idea.
Oh,
We'll keep that to
okay,
ourselves,
gotcha.
because we're not gonna make it. It's like the Emirati Johnny Five in Short Circuit.
Exactly.
I'm alive. Like, but is the robot gonna be also like slow? Is it gonna be like?
I think not.
Is it gonna be
I
like
think
like
not.
all the other countries' robots are like pew 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 pew. The local robots just like yeah, في بعدين.
أقول لك يا أخي تحرك بسرعة
He's like, come on. He's like, ليش? Sit down, explain to me
بلاك يا ريال ليش
why.
أنت شي خلك على الهدوء.
That's mad. You know that I just realized about him. You must be an interesting guest for him, because he's supposed to be locked eyes on me. So whenever I give him a signal, he can get something up on the screen. Every time I've tried to signal him, he's just going, looking at you, going, yeah. Do you have any questions?
Okay. Now, just as a director, I mean, how do you feel about studio versus director's cut? So, like with Snyder, you've got the Justice
Okay,
League,
we're talking about the Snyder Cut.
but then you've got other examples, like I don't know if you know American History X
No.
with Tony Kaye. Basically, the guy
Excuse
comes
me?
from a.
No. I've
Oh,
never
you have
seen
to
it.
watch
You've
that.
never seen American History X?
Yeah, I have to watch that.
Leave now.
Bro, he's too skinny
Leave
for
now.
me.
Leave now, and then change your CV to.
Bro,
I don't
I'm
know.
very particular with my
No,
films.
American
and
History X.
Okay,
dude.
I'll give it its time. I
Tony
know some stuff
Kaye.
have to be slotted in the future to get time because there's so much stuff I'm watching.
Okay.
But I promise to
Tonight.
give it its time.
Tonight.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
want to-
ignore-
I want to
We're
see the
watching
end
American
credits. Yeah.
History X
Yeah.
right now.
Ignore Edward Norton and you know
Yeah.
anything
Yeah.
sort
Dude,
of.
iconic movie, dude.
Yeah.
But even the director basically, he basically said, look, they've ruined my movie.
It happens, man.
So
Yeah.
let's talk a little
Look,
bit about that.
But to be fair,
Yeah.
he comes from he used to direct commercials
Okay.
and advertising.
Yeah.
So he wanted to cut it
Mm-hmm.
in
And they didn't let him.
in a visually appealing way,
Mhm.
but the studio wants it as American History X.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, so where do you draw the line?
Look, there's positives and negatives, right? So the negatives are, yes, if a director comes in with a certain story and he films that story and then the studio comes and takes that story and makes it another story, I don't approve of that at all. And obviously I said Zack Snyder is my favorite director, so I'm going to go back to that. And I was actually one of the people that was with the release, the Snyder Cut movement, because I'm such a huge fan and I watched that piece of shit in the cinema and I was like, God damn, this is quite bad. Like, dude, you had Batman saying like jokes. Dude, you don't understand Batman if you're gonna drop like a joke.
Yeah,
Like, man.
And his weight, his hair is different in every
look,
scene.
Let's not
and-
go into the but yeah, look, when a studio comes, they fuck up the film and the film fails. That's when it's a problem. If they take the film and the film is fantastic, like amazing, they did a good job, because sometimes director cuts are way too long and the studio needs to step in. So it just depends on who, right?
Yeah.
Zack Snyder, like, he's one of the top, right? And he created this crazy ass film, and then that shit got shut down and just, you know, you guys know the story. I don't want to go through it, but yeah, man, that shit is dropping on my birthday. I'm gonna have one hell of a party, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
On March 18th.
We'll get to see the mustache editor.
Oh yes, no more mustache,
what's
man.
that-
That shit
what's
was
that about?
ridiculous, man.
Yeah, so basically he was filming another movie
Yeah.
and he was committed to having a mustache in that movie at the same time.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was Mission
So they-
Impossible.
so they
It was
literally-
Mission
You had to
Impossible.
come
It was
back.
Mission Impossible.
Yeah, it was Mission
Okay.
Impossible.
So you had to come back literally for after shoots, but his contract said you can't shave. You can't
yeah,
shave
he
your
couldn't
mustache.
shave, and they
It's-
tried to
it's-
visually
even
remove
me,
it.
half blind.
But
can
that's
see it.
because,
Yeah.
like, Joss Whedon, he try to make a different. The studios are like, you know, making more Mickey Mouse, and that's what he
Yeah.
did,
Yeah.
which is great for Avengers. Don't get me wrong. I love Avengers,
But not for
right?
DC.
But not
Yeah.
for DC.
Yeah.
DC, like you got dark characters, dark stories, and they're seen as, you know, astaghfirullah, gods.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but you know, while Marvel is just like, you know, a few guys getting together. Hey, no, I'm just joking.
I'm literally gonna just cut that. And have,
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
know.
turn him into a one of those terrorist memes, like astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. It's just gonna keep on a loop with a black
Exactly.
qatra on his head, astaghfirullah, and people are just gonna use that every time like
Yeah.
somebody sends a message.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I get what you're saying.
another example is David Ayers. Man, I'm terrible with names. But the guy who did Suicide Squad. Did you guys
that
like
was,
it?
No, that was terrible, dude.
That's because the studio stepped in and fucked it up.
Yeah. That
This
was
guy
terrible.
has his own cut, and it's released
Yeah.
the David. Man, I'm
Yeah.
terrible with names.
David Ayers. Yeah.
Cut.
Don't worry.
And
My editor,
yeah.
Ash, he's on point, dude.
Okay.
Anything we get wrong, he just literally gets on the screen and goes, "Idiots! It means this is what they meant to say, and this is what they said." Yeah.
for example, when I saw the Joker in that film,
He was actually a very good Joker.
bro, he was dope.
Yeah.
But the way it was edited was
Yeah. It's
horrible.
different. Yeah.
It's like it got different cuts and
They-
had
they-
weird
I felt,
filters.
I
It was
felt like,
Instagram,
they turned him into like a Russian playboy kind of thing.
Yeah,
Like, but
yeah.
him, the look, it was a new look for Joker
Yeah.
in the movies
Yeah.
scene, and I
Yeah.
quite liked the way
I
his
liked
character
it too. It was kind of gangster,
But yeah,
like
but
modern
yeah,
gangster, like with
yeah.
the grills and
It's like because it's like Joker had an actual personality.
Yeah.
Where in the other Jokers, he's just a bit, you know. But this one, he just seemed like a normal guy who was just a bit angry. do
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And didn't want to
yeah.
take any shit from anyone
yeah.
anymore.
Yeah, so it's interesting, man. It makes you wonder, why would you go for that director knowing exactly what he does,
hmm
and then in the end say, "Oh no, this is not what we wanted. That's not."
Well, those guys are out of WB anyways. You know,
Yeah.
there's new people in because
Mm.
they were doing a bad job and they did a bad call. But
Didn't stop Disney with Star Wars, eh?
Mandalorian. Yo,
Amazing.
these are Mandalorian shoes, son.
They are quite dope.
Look,
actually.
look. There's Baby Yoda right
oh
there.
yeah, I saw them. Have you seen the what's his name ones?
The
Chewy ones,
the-
and they're all furry and stuff.
Yeah,
The
I
Chewbacca
saw
ones,
it.
yeah,
I
they're
was like,
pretty
no,
cool.
I can't
No,
do
they're
that.
pretty cool.
I
I
can't
would
pull
see. I would
that
rock
out.
that.
I got the
'cause it's
Boba
Chewy.
Fett because I'm the biggest
Yeah, yeah.
Boba Fett fan, man.
Oh yeah.
Ah,
And-
it's nice to know that you're a star.
Last one for me. Rocky 4 being remastered by Stallone. Have you been following that?
No,
He's taking Rocky 4. He's
Okay.
doing it from scratch.
really.
He putting in
Which
deleted
one was
scenes.
Rocky 4? Which
Drago.
Drago, Ivan
Drago?
Drago.
yeah.
When
I
they
will-
were both old?
No.
Drago was
80, 85,
The
84.
Russian.
if
Yeah,
he
yeah, the
dies,
original.
he
Yeah,
dies.
yeah,
When
yeah.
Apollo dies.
Ralph London.
Yeah.
Ralph Lauren.
Yeah.
That's a complete. That's a
Lundgren.
fashion label, bro. Dolph
Yeah.
Lundgren. Yeah.
So
Dolph
that-
You really are bad at names.
I'm telling you, I'm quite
Okay,
horrible.
so okay, I've got.
Bro.
I need a baddie for this movie.
Yeah.
I need you to get me Ralph Lauren. Okay.
Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah. That's my favorite.
Yeah,
that's my
Rocky.
favorite
Yeah,
Rocky.
it is a quite a
And
dope
he's doing it. He's bringing in the. You can see it on YouTube. You can follow what he's
Okay.
doing. He's
Interesting.
remastering the sound,
Really?
putting in new visuals, new scenes, cut
Nice.
scenes.
like a kind of
Nice.
director's cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah, yeah,
man.
speaking of director's cut.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
that'll be interesting.
Well, that's
to
his
watch.
baby,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Let's be honest. Like that
Yeah.
got him on the road. He
Yeah.
wrote that.
Yeah,
and
he was kind of like
acted it.
you know.
They didn't want him. They didn't
Yeah,
want
they
him to
didn't want
star
him
in
at
it.
all.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
They
like,
turned
I'm
him down
not
like so
gonna-
many times.
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
do this movie.
I don't know what they
Yeah.
done do.
Yeah. I'm not gonna be in
It's
this
my movie. You know?
I have a question for
Yeah.
you. Ben
Go for it.
Affleck as Batman. What do we think?
I don't know, dude. I just picture him
You've asked all your
on
questions,
a boat
mate.
with Jennifer Lopez. That's all I can see Ben Affleck.
That's because from that Gigolo one, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't think Ben Affleck is.
That's because.
I mean, he's good for the Good Will Huntings and all of that stuff, for sure. I'm not saying he's not a good actor,
Mhm.
but he's not a respectable hero, in my eyes. Like
You didn't like Daredevil?
Daredevil, I wish that I couldn't see, so I couldn't watch that either.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you didn't like Daredevil, but Ben Affleck in Batman versus Superman, you didn't. You know what? You
Nah.
guys are like my brothers.
Mm.
You know, they couldn't get used to him because they watched that movie.
Yeah.
I have not seen that movie.
Which one?
The one with Jennifer Lopez,
Oh, yeah.
and I will never see that
No,
movie.
dude.
But I gotta say, like, Ben Affleck's Batman is the closest physically to Bruce Wayne, rather than Christopher.
Christian Bale.
Horrible. Isn't it?
yeah.
Christian Bale.
Better than Christopher Nolan, right? Yeah.
He's a great director, by the way. I love his movies.
He was in Batman.
He was? No, he was.
Christian
He was the director.
He was Robin.
Christian Bale is the director.
Christian Bale.
Did you not see him shout? Did you not see him
I
shout
know-
at the? She was
I
shouting
know-
at the people when
I
he was
know
directing the movie.
names,
He was like,
right?
oh yes, this is fine, isn't it? You're in my light. Oh yeah. See, he's a director.
So who's your favorite Batman? Who's your favorite Batman? More than Michael Keaton.
Man, I even like Kilmer better than Ben Affleck.
Val Kilmer.
Kilmer was good.
Val
man.
Kilmer was
is
on
my
point.
favorite
On point.
Yeah.
On
because I
point.
grew up to him. Let's
Yeah.
be honest. But Ben Affleck is the closest physically to the comics that I like.
But is he,
which
or
a
is this,
big
or
buff
did they
dude.
make the suit better? Because I'm
No,
sure that
he's a big dude too.
no, but I
Even
think
as
Thingy
Bruce
was bigger.
Wayne wearing the suits, acting. Okay, one thing that I didn't like is his voice because he didn't get the
Yeah.
Christian Bale voice.
Yeah.
But Christian Bale is a skinny, scrawny dude,
Yeah.
man. That ain't no Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne could whoop ass. That guy can like do like kung
Yeah.
fu. Come on.
Yeah,
Ben
I see what you're saying, but
Watch-
that's like the Hulk.
Watch
when they put
Justice
Thingy as
League,
the Hulk, yeah.
and then we'll have another conversation.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm open to it. Yeah,
You gotta, and when he's, especially if he smiles.
yeah,
When he's not smiling, he's a badass Batman.
yeah. So, what
Yes.
would you say, from a director's point of view, is the best movie you've ever seen, visually, direct?
Visually,
Okay, that's not from a director's point of view, is it?
no.
Um,
Look,
Yeah.
it's very tough, man. Like I said, like there's different levels to this shit.
Okay,
right?
but when I ask these questions, I mean,
can't-
if you can only
I
choose
can-
one, it's
I
always
can't
if you
choose
can choose,
one,
you have
man.
to
It's
choose
like
one.
choose,
we're putting a
choose
time-
one of your
we're-
twins that you love more than the other. You can't.
He can.
Is she watching? Is she
can.
watching now? Because I can. No.
Okay.
I love them both. I like one more than the other.
Ask the question again, and I'll
Okay,
answer.
if you had you're making a time capsule now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
in this time capsule,
Mhm.
it's going to the future,
Mm-hmm.
1,000 years from
I can
now.
only put
You
one
can only
movie
put one movie in there
one
to
movie in there.
represent what a director is.
To represent what a director is.
Mm.
And you can't say Blade Runner.
Yeah.
Man, there's movies I like, and then
So a
there's
good
movies
answer would have
movies
been forthcoming, obviously.
No, not
No,
yet. No,
yeah.
not yet. I'll wear that crown
Yeah,
when I
yeah.
get there.
Come on, man. Pick one of the Indiana Joneses. So many
Yeah.
tents in there.
Yeah, stop giving him stuff.
Man, there's just too.
You have one.
Just give me a sec. Give me a sec.
The Earth will explode in 10, 9,
Star
8.
Wars. Alas, yeah.
7. Which Star Wars? 6,
Oh, which one?
5,
One was 2.
4.
The good ones, the bad ones, or the new ones? The terrible ones?
Return of the
Capsule.
Jedi for me.
Mm.
But then you can't understand the concept unless you watch all three. So it's kind of, another
Please
one.
insert one movie and 2 books.
Is it a movie that I have to watch for the rest of my life?
No, it's the movie that you're sending to the future.
To the
in the
future.
capsule.
You know what? I'll send The Road.
The Road. Very
The
interesting.
Road.
Oh, no. I'm thinking about The Drive. That's not the one where he's in the car for the whole movie.
No, that's the one with
Okay.
him, his son, in a post-apocalyptic world, and he's trying to keep him safe. I'll send
No, I
that
haven't
movie
seen
because if aliens see it, they'll see how fucked up Earth is and never come
Ah.
and leave us alone in peace.
What would you think about directing a movie like that? Like
Bro.
I Am Legend and those kind of just one
Easy,
person
bro.
movies.
That falls under my entertainment level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, bro, my first attempt at making a short film was an Emirati post-apocalyptic film. It came out horrible, but
Yeah.
shit, I went and filmed in the desert for 3 days, and I had a cowboy and a camel
Yeah.
with a gun, and like I did some
Yeah.
crazy shit for my
Yeah.
first time, right? The second film I did was just basically like a son trying to find his father that was taken by bandits in the desert.
Okay.
All right, it's all falls under the same thing. This one is a Bedouin film about a Bedouin trying to keep his wife safe from bandits that are coming.
Mm.
You know, like really entertaining stuff,
Mm.
bro. I can name like the 10 things that are in Wild Arab, and each one you'll be like, yo, I thought about that,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah.
Yo, that's dope.
Yeah, yeah.
Yo. You know what I mean?
So with Will Arab, is it going to be? Are the stories going to carry on from the series, or are they? It's going
an
to be different.
anthology. No, it's an
Okay.
anthology, Black Mirror style.
Okay.
Right,
Nice.
and there could be like a 2-episode run
Yeah,
for the
roll
first
on. Yeah.
first episode for the first 2 episodes, but and that's what forthcoming is
Yeah.
from the first 2 episodes.
Nice.
But then each one after that is just like
Okay, well, look.
Half the stuff we discussed.
You told me to, so if you want to see me in a kandora, you know which role to give me, bro.
Bro, it's going to be a black kandora
Look,
with a black hook.
I actually like black kandoras and brown kandoras, and I like colorful kandoras. But even the white ones, I love them. Like, how...
White's horrible on camera.
How? Yeah, it will be.
Horrible on camera.
Great.
Yeah.
But how comfortable it is just knowing I'm just going to wear that tomorrow. Every day.
You know, for me, it's like a suit.
Yeah.
It's not as comfortable as people make it seem.
I love it.
Too much freedom for me. You know what I mean? Too much freedom. Think William Wallace.
Yeah.
Freedom.
Yeah.
So I you know, I wear it when I do like professional meetings. I wear it in interviews. You know, this is a relaxed interview, so I just wanted to come as myself. I don't wear this at home, so I wear it camping.
Yeah.
So, but when I wear kandoras, I go, you know, for professional stuff. And you know, I did film once in Kandora, and I had to go around 7 Emirates and film there.
Nice.
And it was like a Emirati thing. So, you know, filming in Kandora, when I do, I still have to wear shoes. I can't wear sandals. It's too slow of a pace for me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm the guy you're gonna see in Kandora who's like down the mall, like I got stuff
the
to do.
only guy.
Yeah.
you're ever gonna
And
see.
everyone else is just like slow
Just
motion
chilling,
for me.
yeah.
Slow motion for me, you know. It's you know, different paces for different people. So
man,
yeah,
dude.
man.
It's been an absolute pleasure to have you in here, dude.
Yeah, absolute pleasure.
I mean, I'm guessing that because these two don't want to tell me how much time we've been on after asked them 8 times
enjoying
throughout this
too
whole
much,
thing. Yeah, you know.
Who's had a parking ticket first?
An absolute pleasure.
Same here. Thank you for having me.
And we'll have to get you again sometime.
Sounds good,
and
man.
You'll have to get me on all of your movies as the
Bro,
main guy.
khalas, bro.
I just want to be that one
After
guy that they go,
seeing
dude, why is this guy still in this next movie, bro? Just get him out. He's not even good, bro.
Actually, you can get me. I do nothing most of the day.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
That's great too, man.
Exactly.
There's got to be a guy
Yeah,
doing
if you
nothing.
want to make the Arabic Dumb and Dumber, just get us in there, and it'll be great.
Why not,
bro.
man? All stories are open, bro.
Anything else you'd like to say to the peeps?
Look, if you're into filmmaking here in the UAE, just know that you know, consistency is the key, and storytelling is the base. That's it, really. You know, there's no one certain way to do it. Everyone that contacts me wants to meet up and have a talk and see what they could do with their career, but in reality, everyone paves their own way at this point in time. You know, just do it. You know, I hate to just quote a self-help book, you know, just do it. But, you know.
Or Shia LaBeouf on the green screen going, do it!
Do it!
Just do it!
Do it! But, yeah, man, like, look, if you're not going to give your heart, your soul, your passion all into filmmaking, and I'm putting aside advertisements and TV and all that, you know, TV commercials. I'm talking about storytelling, filmmaking. You know, don't stop.
Don't stop.
Don't stop.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Can't stop, won't
Guys,
stop.
don't forget to like, subscribe, and Jibber with Jabber. Tell them to Jibber with Jabber.
Swipe up. Come and Jibber with Jabber. Yeah.
Boom.